Hi, it's KCCK's Culture Crawl. I'm Dennis Green, and my guests today are from Family Promise of Linn County with their Joyful Noises event coming up on March 26th. Welcome, Nick Hartman, who's the Executive Director of Family Promise. Nick, welcome.
Thank you, Dennis. Good to be here.
And Kay Galley, who is one of the brains behind the entire operation of Joyful Noises. Kay, nice to see you too.
Thank you. You compliment me.
So, Nick, before we talk about Joyful Noises in particular, you've been a guest on the program before, but give us a thumbnail sketch of what Family Promise does so that people understand what we are raising money and awareness for with Joyful Noises.
Sure thing. So we are one of 200 Family Promise affiliates around the nation. We're a national network that provides services for families experiencing housing crisis. Locally, we provide shelter services, transitional housing services, and eviction prevention and stability services for families. We've been around for, this is our 10th year as a Family Promise affiliate. We're one of two in the state of Iowa, us and Des Moines. And we serve families right now from mostly Cedar Rapids and Marion. We've had families from surrounding counties and even almost close to Minnesota. So we actually have a very broad range of folks. And we right now serve about 200 individuals a year in our program. And that need is growing. Had a tripling of our numbers last year. We reached about 70 individuals in 2020, and we reached over 200 in 2021. The need is increasing, but what you're seeing is that people are having more struggles with the rise of the cost of living, the rise of rents, the rise of utilities. So families are they may have the same situation, but the need and the amount of money, things like that, is growing. So it's a combination of both. And so it's not just in the city, but you have families in rural areas who may not be able to access services as well. That's why I said before, we've had a family from places as far away as Cresco, just trying to stabilize and be where they are. And that's what we try to do. We try to help families where they are. And if they aren't where they are, then they can be in one of our programs in transitional housing or in our shelter program, which will reopen the first week of April after a 2-year hiatus.
That's always been in Iowa, I suspect, the kind of the secret problem that in small communities where people have fewer organizations that they can turn to and their housing becomes unstable. It's a huge problem that's very difficult to solve.
Yes. And we collaborate a lot with other organizations such as Willis Dady, Waypoint, and other human service agencies around the area to make sure the best organization is the best fit for the family. And so that's how we're able to really maximize our impact. Collaborated a lot over the last year, especially because at one point Waypoint Services was receiving almost 700 calls a day statewide. And so our goal is really to complement and help folks who really fall through the cracks sometimes. Sometimes they don't qualify for assistance, sometimes they do. And we have really been able to help step in and do a lot more as a result.
One of the things you do to raise money and awareness for the organization is the Joyful Noises event, which I know has been going on for several years. Last year, it was an online event that was broadcast on TV. This year in person. Kay, that's got to feel good.
It does feel good. And this is my 11th year. And it's been exciting, very exciting, wonderful musicians. I haven't run out of wonderful musicians yet in this area. It's amazing. And but I think the biggest thing with Joyful Noises has been, it has caused awareness of what Family Promise is, because when we started 11 years ago, people did not have a clue. And each year we've added more to the audience so they find out what wonderful work Family Promise does. So that's probably the best thing, plus entertaining people.
And you're one of the events that has found the Olympic Southside Theater to be a great place to have an event. We had an event there a few weeks ago, and it was delightful. What's the date?
Saturday, March 26th, coming up pretty soon, 7 o'clock. And yes, it's a wonderful setting. So I'm very excited about that.
Who will we be able to see perform?
Okay, I'm glad you asked. Diamond Roundtree is a spoken word poet that's going to perform. A group that performed last year online, Blue Rapids, a family that does bluegrass and other genre too very well. And it's a family of kids and they're wonderful. A young harpist from Iowa City named Lisa Moy. And you probably have heard Deep Dish Divas. Perhaps they've made quite a name for themselves around Eastern Iowa, and they're going to perform. And then the Metro Mix Barbershop, Women's Barbershop Chorus. This will be their third time to do a Joyful Noises concert, and they're very excited. They've won awards for years. And then, of course, the Red Cedar Chamber Music Group they're always wonderful. And so I'm very excited to have them. And then Craig Erickson is, well, not only composer, a wonderful musician too. So I think audiences have always commented how much they like the variety. There's definitely a variety this year too.
Boy, it is a little bit everything from barbershop to the Craig Erickson brand of bluesy rock and roll. You've got it all.
Oh, I know. Harp. I mean, that's right. So that's good.
In addition to the music, Nick, what else will be going on that night?
Well, of course, we'll be selling. We've got a T-shirt sale. Of course, we've got a partnership with Ray Gun. You can all year round. We have a great shirt that says "Be a good human, help fight homelessness." On the 16th, we will be having a silent auction open up on our site, on our Facebook page. It's through 32auctions.com. We have a really big variety of things up for bid, ranging from nice little gift baskets that are great to pass out for people for birthdays and parties, but also a weekend in Amana. There's several other bigger packages that we're really excited. This is the first time that some of our donors, I think we have some, of course, staple folks like Almost Famous Popcorn. We really, with the auction, try to also promote local businesses. So that's something that we're very proud of.
The event is Joyful Noises in person this year. I remember watching this on TV last year, and it was just a delightful time. I should mention our very own Ron Adkins will be your MC from KCCK.
That's right. He's wonderful.
Yes, he is.
And are you doing tickets at the door, or are you doing advance sales?
You can order advance tickets right now. That's the early bird rate of $20. If you go to familypromiseoflinncounty.org, there is a buy ticket page right on the front, and you can do that. You can buy at the door. It'll be $25.
So get your tickets in advance, save a few bucks, and put that money toward bidding on the auction.
That's a great idea.
I love it.
It's Family Promise of Linn County and Joyful Noises back in person at the Olympic Southside Theater on March 26th. Nick, again, the Family Promise website where people can find more information about this or your services and buy tickets in advance.
familypromiseoflinncounty.org.
Nick Hartman and Kay Galley, thanks so much for being with me today, and good luck with the event.
Thank you.
Thank you, Dennis. Good to see you again.
You can hear the Culture Crawl live on the radio many weekdays at 10:20, or download the podcast, watch or listen on your own schedule at kcck.org/culture, or however you get your podcasts. I'm Dennis Green, and I'll talk to you later.